Hi everyone, welcome back to Level of Detail, brought to you by the Games Department here at Stafford University. In this episode, we're shining the spotlight on two of our favourite Super Mario characters, Donkey Kong and Princess Peach, to see how they have evolved from the bad guy and the damsel in distress to their own stars. Later, we'll try out the new game, Princess Peach Showtime. But let's start with the original Donkey Kong arcade game from 1981. And don't forget, we always love hearing from you, so get involved and post in the comments. Okay, shall we get started?
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
Sounds good.
Okay, do you know what classic cartoon Nintendo originally wanted to base this game on?
No, I don't.
No idea.
Really?
No.
Could you hazard a guess?
My mind has just gone blank. I'm not even gonna lie, I have no clue. What about you? What do you think?
For context, Jodie is one of our students who we teach.
Yes, this is rather awkward.
Games history should be one of our modules somewhere along the line.
It should be.
We probably should introduce some type of game history into
That'd be
into our
fun
curriculum.
though.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
I think it would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
What was the question?
So it was, do you know what classic cartoon Nintendo originally wanted to base this game
Classic
on?
cartoon?
Yes.
I have to think of cartoons from the 1970s, which is
While
difficult because I'm 23.
Jamie's brain thinks.
Sometimes I think that's who I am.
Would you like to elaborate a little bit on like the course that you're doing and what year you're in?
I'm in year 2 at the moment, about to finish year 2. After this one, I'll be going back home and then coming back in September if I pass everything, which hopefully I will.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, no, I specialise in environment art and a bit of hard surface, but from next year it'll be mainly environment art because I just enjoy it that little bit more. Cars will be the death of me, which is what I'm doing at the moment.
Cool. We love that.
It's a good course though, it's a good course. But just put it out there, the lectures are great. The
She
lectures
hasn't
are great.
got a gun to her head.
No. But yeah, no, it's really good. Like, it's intimidating. I'm pretty sure I'm one of the only girls in the cars class, so that's quite terrifying
Amazing.
going into that. But
Love it.
it's really good. Like, year 1 is very sort of broad. You do a bit of everything. I did a bit of characters, environments. You don't really do too much hard surface on the first year. And then with year 2 module selection, you sort of pick what direction you want to go down. I did not want to do characters because I'm too much of a perfectionist. And if it doesn't look right, I'm like, I just delete everything and start again. You don't have the time to do that in uni because you've got deadlines.
So you want to read about cars instead? That's
Yeah,
totally
exactly.
fair. That's
Like,
totally
with the
fair.
cars, I could sort of hide underneath the car a little bit if it didn't go right.
Have you
So-
worked with
game
any
going?
kind of like pixel art, like this kind of style before?
In my own time,
Nice.
like semi-hand, like I do a lot of digital art, and I went through a phase of I really want to do pixel art, and I really enjoyed it, and then I haven't touched it since. So that's about as much as it normally goes with things anyway. I'll like give it a go. If I don't like it, then I restart.
that's
sort of
totally
stuff. Yeah.
Have you died already?
I keep dying.
Several times.
Yeah, several times.
That's what I've been
times.
I'm
watching
getting
in the
high up, but
background.
yeah.
Amazing. So just in answer to the question then, did you think of anything that you thought it could have been?
No.
No, that's totally fine because girls
I
got
was
the answers.
born in 2000.
Felt that. Felt that.
Please don't rub it in. So Nintendo originally wanted to base this on Popeye.
Ooh.
So they couldn't secure the rights, so created new characters based on Popeye, Olive, Oil, and Brutus.
Oh. Popeye was
So-
the spinach fella, wasn't he?
Yes,
I think it was him, yeah.
There's probably comments going wild if it's wrong, but we'll roll with it.
Get berated in the comments like, it's not that.
One of them will be my dad, who was in the Navy and was a massive fan of Popeye. He
Oh,
won't speak to
yeah.
me directly, he'll just put it in the comments and be like, come on, Jamie, get it right.
Never speak to you again if you got it wrong.
Oh my god, I'm getting there.
So the most interesting part about it is it's actually the same story. So it's a damsel in distress held captive by the bad guy who has to be saved by the hero, being Popeye. So we've got Donkey Kong as the baddie and Mario as the hero, who was originally actually known as Jumpman, believe it or
Yes.
not. I'm sure you probably knew that. Then.
I did in fact know that, and you've stolen my thunder.
Oh!
It's the
So you were
one
just
good
flexing your
fact I
knowledge of
have.
Mario.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know about Jumpman though.
Did you not?
No.
I didn't either, no.
What an unusual name.
Jumpman.
I mean, it's descriptive. What has happened here?
I got to the next level.
There's another level?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I died. I fell to my death.
You were temporarily at the next level. Oh no.
Oh, no, we're back. Okay.
There's other power. There's an umbrella.
Ooh.
And what looks like a purse. Is it a purse?
If
Is
it has
an
money in
apron?
it, give it to me. I need that.
The aggression in that voice.
Yeah.
So another little fun fact is that did you know Princess Peach was not called Princess Peach in
Was
this
she not?
game?
Yeah, that's not Princess Peach.
No, it's not.
No.
She's an imposter.
Yes.
Or then again, Peach would be an imposter, would she not? If this was the original.
You know earlier how we were talking about how long it takes my mind to work? You've already confused it.
Let's just let that process for a minute, shall we? While I just read the card.
Let it cook, let it cook, let it cook.
So the princess was actually called Pauline.
Pauline.
So Pauline was replaced by Princess Peach when the first Super Mario Bros. Game was released on the NES controller in 1985.
Ooh.
It's a while ago now. I wasn't born then. Now I'd like to flag that up, you know.
When we reach a character of the year that you were born, will you be mentioning that as well?
Yes.
Brilliant.
So we've actually played the Super Mario Bros. Game on a previous episode, so you're going to have to check that out if you haven't already. But it was a really fun game, actually. Really fun episode. So have you played this game before?
I've played some older Donkey Kong ones before, but not this one. Like, this is new.
This is
to
a
me.
new
yeah,
new
this is
one
new.
for you.
Yeah.
I've played a little bit of it, and all it proved was in no matter what era of video game, I am still bad. I still cannot play this game.
Brilliant.
I'm quite glad Jodie has taken the controller. So
Yeah,
that
because I
do
sort of
not
came
have
in here and
to.
everyone was like, "Oh, I'll give it a go," and I was like, "I'm hooked. I need to be better." So I keep
What
dying.
do you think makes you struggle with it?
My general lack of ability.
Okay, yeah.
I rate the honesty. To be fair, I really do.
So there is actually a little bit of game design reasoning for that, and there's a lot of something we refer to as sort of input delay.
Okay.
So if, for example, if I tell Jodie to jump very quickly, it takes a while for that jump input to actually happen. So timing things in this game is quite difficult.
Okay.
As games have evolved, we've got a little bit better and more refined at how we do things like player-imposed inputs. But in this kind of game, I'm just bad.
So you actually mentioned some really interesting points there about the gameplay itself. Do you find that the gameplay isn't as satisfying for you then as a gamer?
No, actually playing the game, and this is something we remind our students quite a lot, is a simple, enjoyable experience is not reliant on being pretty or being new. It's that kind of feeling you get because this, the best thing I can point out here is like it's got a very clear and easy to follow goal. You need to get up and save the princess. It's a very sort of very well self-contained goal, and everything in between that is quite a nice feeling mechanic. When you actually get over a barrel, that feels quite good. When you pick the right ladder to go up, that feels quite good. So it's an enjoyable game because they've managed to like pinpoint something that is an enjoyable, translatable experience.
Yeah, I get that. I think you need to have a little go. I want to see how
I think
you
you
do.
do.
Okay.
I think you do.
How did you find the gameplay?
When I first came in, hell. I'm not gonna lie, it was hell. I was like getting, hit by barrels. I got double barreled at one point, couldn't jump that. I was very frustrated. But like the more you get used to it, it is quite easy to pick up. Like Jamie was saying, like it's a very simple game. Like it doesn't have to look pretty to be a good game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, absolutely. I actually quite like the colours of it because obviously you've got this quite simple black background or dark background.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got this quite high saturated complementary kind of colours going on to make the scene really readable, I guess, even from a distance because we're quite far back right now. But we can very clearly see what's going on. Then again, I think the small amount of pixels probably help with that as well. So
100%.
The small amount of colours actually also comes from a computational limitation, because they could only store so many colours in the storage of the game. I was sounding really smart until I forgot that particular tidbit.
I want a title underneath you saying "Facts with Jamie."
Facts with Jamie.
We need to get this man his own show for real. Thanks for Jamie.
Here's some weird programming facts to do with bits and bytes
Amazing.
and colour hex programming.
So this game was hugely popular and basically saved Nintendo after their previous game, Radarscope, was a massive flop. But why do you think this was so popular for its time?
That's a really difficult question to ask because, we're missing a lot of the context. Like, I don't know what Radarscope is, I suppose, because it flopped. I have no idea what it is.
I've never heard of it either, to be fair.
But I mean, you'd kind of have to rely then on what makes this game popular. And again, I'd hark back to they managed to. I jumped then, and it didn't even jump. Input delay. It managed to grip a sort of very clear gameplay loop, as we refer to it as. I was listening to the sound. It was really nice. I got distracted. Don't laugh at me.
Moments with Jamie.
Jamie.
Love the detailed podcast blooper, but it's just Jamie.
I would really like in this video to just get clips of when we've just laughed.
Yes.
And just put a compilation of laughs.
How much laughter we get out of this. That's not so much the game, that's where if you put the three of us on a sofa.
I was going to say, they made a mistake putting the three of us all on the same episode at the same time.
Absolutely. It's a good mix, though.
It is a good mix, yeah.
Jump buttons.
I mean, I think it is quite identifiable that the simple concept is probably what grabbed people. I don't want to speak on Radarscope because I actually don't know much about it myself, but obviously going off of this, it was obviously the simplicity that probably caught people's eye, and the simple kind of objective of saving Lady Friend.
I feel like a lot of people
Lady
could,
Friend.
pick it up as well because of how simple it is. I feel like it's quite accessible, like no matter how old you are, like even younger kids could probably pick this up and be like, I've got to get to the top.
Yeah. Absolutely, it's a
So,
really good point.
yeah.
I think it was very, very friendly with different age groups. I think obviously that competitiveness then became quite a thing between, families, and then you've got your friends as well. So it's just quite interesting actually how it probably helped a lot of people to get into gaming as well.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably the in for a lot of folks actually. So
If I just pop myself here, will I be alright?
They can come
Yeah,
down the ladder
absolutely.
though.
Oh, yeah,
you
they
might get
can.
bonked on the head.
I don't want to get bonked on the head. I'm just not jumping. This is really upsetting. I'll tell you what, I was clicking the wrong button for jump for about 4 playthroughs there.
Oh, so that's why. It wasn't input delay. It was
No,
Jamie being
there's
Jamie.
still input delay. It's just there's also the added caveat that I'm not very smart. Come on, I can do this. Don't come to...
So we're going to play the first game in the Donkey Kong Country series, released on the SNES in 1994, and its visuals were seen as groundbreaking at the time. So the game was developed by Rare and was one of the first mainstream games to use pre-rendered graphics. So Jamie, how significant was this for games development?
Oh yes, very significant, Emma.
Oh, let's go, it's me.
Oh yes. Oh, it
We're gonna work
switches.
in.
There we go.
Oh,
Lovely.
didn't have a jump button.
You did a little babby one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
It very much depends on their definition of like pre-rendered graphics, because obviously these are all these animations you see in front of you. I believe are sprite sheets. So there's lots of individual like drawings of Donkey Kong, and we blend them all together to make it look like he's moving. And it's really. Oh, I can roll. It's really. Oh, I can throw things. A child.
It's me! I'm not controlling that, so...
Are you not?
No.
I've just got a child with me now. Hang on. Oh.
Oh. Is this where I take over?
A flashing child facing. I click a button.
Help. Oh,
Oh, is that you?
I think so. Oh, it's
Oh,
B
there
to
we
jump,
go.
okay.
Ah, okay. And then
Ooh.
if you find
If I find a crocodile and run into it, we can restart.
So what do you think was the main difference then in games when they started using pre-rendered graphics?
well, it really depends, because I see it as sort of the start of how you would get like how we have the games industry today. So obviously, because you're now using pre-rendered graphics, you're using art assets that are being made. You're no longer working with just a programmer. You can now have an art team, and that's how we kind of get more how we have games today, where they're a massive interdisciplinary sort of venture, where
Yes.
it's not just a programming fest,
Yes.
as it were.
No, I think that's a really good point. It kind of almost made this whole department
Yeah.
totally relevant in that sense, making us very relevant
Yes,
as well
yes.
as artists. So it is quite interesting from that dynamic on how many kind of roles were made within this. So how are you doing?
We're failing very
How
hard.
we yeah.
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 First level is a bit of a challenge.
Oh,
Oh,
I swear I hit the jump button. I swear.
Maybe there's an input
delay.
Yeah, maybe it's a delay on
If
that
I start
one.
messing on games in the future, I'm just going to say input delay.
Input delay,
It's not
yeah.
my fault.
Right,
I mean, you've
let's
got
try.
45 bananas, so you're doing quite
It's a
well on
lot
that.
of potassium.
It's
gotta
a
be said.
lot. But they're really good for you. It's nice that you're able to actually play together, because I thought for a game that's obviously older, I kind of expected it to maybe have limitations with that. But you are actually able to play like within the same scene.
It's kind of like a switch in, switch out scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have noticed there is like a lot of flickering between who's actually playing.
Oh, we've died.
Oh.
We're just not very good at
We've
this.
actually failed the game.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like you need to start again.
We do need to start again.
I think we do. We need to redeem ourselves.
Is there any coming back from this?
For the listeners at home, I'm
was
not
the
actually this bad at
first
games.
level.
I'm not this bad at games normally, I swear.
So one of the things about Donkey Kong Country then is it's also been praised for its soundtrack. So it's actually been composed by David Wise, and especially the music in the underwater levels. How important do you think sound design and music is in games?
I'll start us off. Sound design is one of the really important parts of games. In games, we deal with something we refer to as game feel, and also something referred to as game juice. And it all goes back to this idea that we use games to translate real life experiences into a digital format for other people to experience. And being able to capture everything to do with an experience, that includes things like visuals and audio and actually how something feels and plays, is really important to our art form, like as a whole entire genre. So audio's really important, because let's say a more recent example, Helldivers, is a very sort of dramatic, over-the-top action game, and whenever you drop out of your space pod and you're heading for the ground, they play this amazing sort of fanfare with like do 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 do.
Are you sure about that?
That's the wrong one. That's WWE. But they play a really nice fanfare that gets you going
Yes.
and gets you excited for the game. Yeah, John Cena. You have a rhino.
I do, yeah. I'm
How did you
actually
get a
progressing.
rhino?
I'm progressing.
That's really interesting.
A very anatomically incorrect rhino.
Let's go!
But a rhino nonetheless.
We did it. I carried
Very well
us.
done. Oh, it even has like a little scoreboard because you completed that level. And I died horrific. Oh, it's raining.
Oh, it's raining. Oh no.
Oh, it's
I was
fast.
under and
That's
get
more
in.
Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh,
I'm home.
What's the other day when we had about 10 different seasons?
within the space of like 10 minutes. Yeah.
Didn't even know the other 6 existed, but it was really interesting nonetheless. But no, I think it's fair to say that the music obviously plays a very important role, doesn't it? In
Yes.
being very identifiable. Obviously, if you hear that music, I think it's quite clear when somebody's played the game before, when they actually just hear the music.
Yes.
I mean, how many times have you seen on YouTube where you can actually just play like a video and they'll play a load of music from those games and then you have to try and guess the game just from the music alone?
I love those.
I actually love playing them myself, and then I always find that if you can guess it straight away, they've obviously been very clever with the choices that they made with that music and sound. I mean, I always like to play like different soundtracks in my lectures actually and see if anybody can guess the game whilst it's all going on.
We used to do that in our classes. You did. Can confirm.
Can confirm.
Suppose you do the course. Get a music quiz at the same time, it's
I've
worth
been
it.
killed by an armadillo.
I'm always testing your knowledge, what can I say?
True.
So regarding the music then, we'd love to know what the viewers' views are on your favourite Donkey Kong games. You can always, don't forget, drop us a comment in the video, let us know. We can have a nice little chat about it, because I'd love to see if anybody else actually has some other opinions on this and other games that they kind of identified with a lot more. So you're still in the rain.
It is still raining.
We are still
yeah.
in Stoke-on-Trent. We have not escaped yet.
I've
Yeah.
also been killed by an armadillo.
How is
also,
that taking you
Great.
on? You're a big...
I know. Being killed by an armadillo
Yeah.
is also a very famous Stoke-on-Trent tradition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happens
of course.
once a week up at Hanley Park.
It's actually got an oat cake on top of it.
Oh, it does.
I just can't help myself.
If you beat
We
it, you get
failed
the oat
again,
cake.
but
Yeah.
we made it to
Look,
level
I
2.
carried through the
Yes.
first one. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, right,
Don't
okay.
hear it.
Cool. Great. I'm the problem, am I?
Yeah.
Well, I actually think this is a really good note for us to swap over.
Yeah.
So now we're going to play the new Princess Peach Showtime game. So this is only the second time that she has been the star of her own game since Super Princess Peach on the DS in 2005. Let us know if you had a Nintendo DS as well. I did.
I did.
I had the original
Same,
as well.
in pink.
Oh. So this is set in a theatre with a stage play themed setting. So what do you think about the level design of this game?
I haven't seen a level yet, but this is a classic sort of Mario game hub level. They love doing this, where they've got this area that is a level, but it leads to other levels.
Yes.
Mario 64, I've got such fond
say, I
memories.
love Mario 64,
The paintings,
yes.
you jump through the paintings,
The
they're
little
amazing.
yes.
And the little area where you can swim outside, and
Love that.
it's such fond childhood memories. I was so bad at that game.
I feel like that was just a shout out to our background team on the next game we should be featuring.
Yeah.
Let me play Mario 64,
I'll
please.
feature on it. I'll play
I'll
it.
come back. I'll come back. I'll come back.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, it's very, very classic for Mario, isn't it? I mean, I played the N64 a lot, and I thought instantly that this resembled that in the way that it's set up. So I'll be very interested to see how the first level kind of goes, if it's quite similar to Mario's theming.
Oh.
It reminds me of the I don't know if you've played it, the Kirby and the Forgotten Land sort of layout, where you've got like the little bit with the Waddle Dees, and then you go to like the levels off of that. It's the first thought that I had when I was testing this out earlier. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
Oh, hello.
This is a little bit more
I like her
dramatic.
character design.
Yo.
She's great.
So this is the enemy.
I wasn't aware they'd introduced a new villain. Toad!
No!
That makes him princess now. That's how that works.
Oh
He's
my
got
god,
the
Princess
crown.
Toad.
Princess Toad.
Princess Toad. That'd be so awesome though. Toad in a little
That
peach
would
dress.
So the concept of her being almost trapped inside the theatre, and she's now got to save herself.
Mm.
Oh, I like that.
Very good.
An
I'm biased,
independent
but I
queen.
love that.
Independent queen.
Yes, we love that.
Oh, mood.
Oh, don't cry. It's okay.
No, I also cry when adverse things happen. So I understand that character.
The masked
So
character.
we'll let Jamie have a little go now, I reckon. We'll swap it over.
There you go.
You didn't even get out of the hub.
It's fine. I've done this already. I've
I
done this
get
this
to-
morning. I've done this this morning.
Oh, she's not got a crown on. She's no longer Princess Peach. She's
Peach.
Peach.
Oh,
She still looks great though.
Her and Mario
she
ever get
still
like...
looks iconic.
She needs to drop the hair care routine.
I know, I was thinking
She really
that.
does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very voluptuous.
It is.
But
so,
it's
It's easy
shiny
when your
as
hair
well.
is polygons, isn't it?
This is a sign to make our hair polygons.
What
It's the way
conditioner do you
forward.
use? Blender.
So, Jodie.
Turbo smooth. Hello.
Oh, look at the little, it's got like a little flick of hair on it as well. It's amazing.
That is quite cute, actually. But anyways, Jodie.
Hi.
So, you study games art.
Yes. Yes. Resident
So-
games artist.
What got you into games, and why did you choose to study at Staffs?
Oh, that is a good question. It probably started when my granddad got me and my sister a Wii when they first came out. Because
So sweet.
he was like, we'd seen it on the TV, and I was like, wow, that looks so cool, that looks so cool. And he came up to our house, he's like, I got a present for you and your sister, and he got us the Wii, and I was like, oh my god. And so we used to play that, and Mario Kart was the game back then. Oh my god, he used to thrash us at it. My grandma would come in and be like, have some mercy on the children. He'd be like, no, we're gonna win, gotta win. Roles reversed, I smashed the table on Mario Kart now, just saying, putting it out there. But it sort of evolved from that. Like, we had a family laptop that eventually I sort of took over, and I'd play a lot of like Club Penguin, like the online games when they were a big thing. And then my dad had a PlayStation 2, and he introduced me into that, and I played like the Tomb Raider on that. I played some of the older games, and it sort of evolved from that. Like, eventually me and my sister got a PlayStation 3 and we played Minecraft on it. I eventually upgraded to a PlayStation 4. We had the DS's, everything like that. And then just going through lots and lots of consoles, I ended up getting a PC for my 18th birthday. Because I used to run on laptops, and it was a struggle trying to run Valorant at 30 FPS, barely hitting 30 FPS, may I add. I didn't have a trackpad, thankfully. Like, I had a second monitor and like a mouse and everything, but didn't have enough for a PC, so I was like, I'm going to save up, I'm going to get one. Got one for my 18th birthday, can't go back. I love it, I do everything on there. And then when it came to Staffs, like, I knew I wanted to do a games course from like end of secondary school time. So I went to art college and I did a games course down there. And my uncle actually used to work here, and he was like, oh, like the uni has a games course, you'd probably be really interested in that. And I was like, okay. So I came to the open day, really, really enjoyed it. I got like that gut feeling of I can see myself here, like really, really badly. So I applied as like my first choice. I basically didn't apply for any of the other unis after that. I was like, I'm set in stone for this one. Got the conditional offer, came for the interview, smashed the interview, got the grades, and it was just perfect. It felt like home.
Yeah.
Even just from the open day, I was like, people here, like, everybody was so welcoming, everybody was so lovely, the course, I got to meet the lecturers, I was like, oh my God, I love it so much.
Do you think it was nice being able to like meet the lecturers so early on?
Yes,
as well?
definitely 100%. And they were so like, oh, if you need any questions, you can reach out. And like, even when I applied and I accepted the offer, the uni was so in communication of, oh, if you need to contact this person, you can already get in contact. Like, even like making friends, like you had like the Staff's Connect app and stuff. I was like, the process of coming here was so simple and really easy. And it was what made me fall in love with it even more. Like, I'm a very anxious person. I was like so nervous about making friends, but having all those like resources and just being like, okay, I can reach out this way, or I can do this way, and doing a course I love, and obviously the lecturers being really friendly. It's such a good mix, 100%.
If there's one thing's for sure, we're very friendly people.
Very friendly people. I will back that up. That is the hill I will die on defending. Staff says friendly lecturers, 100%.
Oh, that's amazing. That's such a cute thing to say.
Not to get too wholesome or anything, but
No. I was crying actually, but you couldn't see me. But
I was unaffected.
So, as a games art student, Jodie, what do you think about the design of this game?
The bright colours is an initial, like, wow. But just like, as I was saying earlier, like the evolution of the graphics, because I know we're having a bit of like a talk off screen about like the old Mario Kart games and just what it is now. Like, I remember one of the biggest core memories I have was when my dad, we were introducing him to the Wii U, because we had that, and we got Mario Kart on it. And my dad hadn't played Mario Kart since the original ones. Mm-hmm. And his face just watching it like lit up, like, oh my God, the graphics, just like seeing everything go from like pixels and like the more 2D things to like you're seeing right now, like the 3D space and everything being so much more cleaner. It just makes my heart really happy. Like, I love stylized games. It is my favorite thing. Like, I love like the Sea of Thieves art style. I love the Valorant art style, like this art style as well. Like, the more cartoony it is, I'm so drawn to it. And it's like with stylized games as well, like they don't age. Like with realism, the graphics are constantly getting more and more advanced. That very quickly, if you think the game looks realistic, you can have something tomorrow that looks even more realistic. Whereas stylized, it's timeless. It just goes on and on and on. And I love it so much.
It's like iconic in its own right, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. It's like one of those things that people will notice and be like, oh, it's from that game, or it's from that game. Like, you just get a feel for it, like with the music we were saying earlier. So, yeah.
I was going to say the exact same thing. So, like, the way that it's so iconic in certain games, like Mario, you would always identify, no matter how they interpret their art style, as long as they keep within a certain frame of like their kind of way that they create their work,
100%.
It'll always look so iconic to Mario. And it's just really cool that they can do that.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of games do that as well. So it isn't just obviously Mario as well, but a lot of stylized games, like Animal Crossing, for example, you would know straight away where that
Animal
came
Crossing,
from.
yeah.
And I just think that's so cool that you can do that.
It's great. It is so good.
I mean, Peach has a lot of costumes and a lot of personas. So this must have been a lot of fun to create.
100%.
I get the vibe.
Oh, she looks so good. She looks so good.
And look, an
Oh, she
amazing
is
example.
serving.
Amazing example.
Look at that.
Oh my God, get it, Queen.
I'm buying this game as soon as I get back. I'm
So
not
am
even
I.
kidding.
I need to order it. 100%.
That's
So
an outfit that I would
cool.
wear.
I think we should all show up dressed up as a Sword Fighter Peach
I believe it would
for the next
improve my
episode.
teaching.
They must have had an absolute ball. Like,
I could just
talking about
imagine the
different-
concept art as well, like the fun you would have had doing that.
Yeah. Imagine being one of the team and then you sit down together and you're like, okay, we're going to base this game for Peach, but we're going to give her loads of different outfits, loads of different personas. We're going to really push the personality on her and make her an individual, make her like a star in her own game. And I just think that is exactly what we needed.
100%. 100%.
It's amazing. So
I
what's
like-
going on here at the moment, Jamie?
I've just been playing like they started off by giving me this like Meredith Grey-esque ponytail, which I loved, and I was feeling it. I was feeling it, and now I've got a sword and a slightly lower ponytail, and I'm stabbing things. I don't know what's going on, but it's
You're in
dear.
theatre, darling.
I'm in theatre.
I'd probably go to the theatre
my
more if this is what the
natural
plays look
habitat.
like. probably would.
I used to do theatre.
That doesn't
You used
surprise
to
me
do-
in the
Are you
nicest way
flexing?
possible.
I
That
used
does
to
not
do
surprise me.
theatre. Were you a tree by any chance?
That's
No,
something I would have been cast
I
as,
was the
honestly.
donkey in the nativity.
I was a sheep.
No!
I was a sheep. Oh no, wait, was I? I was a donkey as well.
Yo,
Actually, my
donkey
friend was a
buddies.
sheep. Donkey.
I think I'm in some sort of mini boss fight.
You are.
There's some gentlemen here,
Ah,
some
yes.
ruffians.
They look very evil.
They do. Oh, hello,
Oh, get
madam. I don't know what that was. I've killed the guy.
it. Oh. I like the pink confetti that comes out after she's
It's
done
great,
it.
isn't it? There's a lot of visual effects in here, which is
There
nice
is,
because that's
yeah.
my art form.
I like the lighting as well. The lighting's really good.
So, what do you think about the evolution of Peach's character from the earlier games to how she is represented now?
She's a girl boss now, and I love
Yes,
it.
we
She's
like
a girl
that.
boss. But no, I remember like with the old Mario games, it was always she was the one in distress, and like I even used to say to my sister, like, why don't she do something about it? Why does she not do something about it? Like, if you've been kidnapped that many times, do something about it. But it's so nice to see like the representation of her, because I remember playing like the Mario games. I'd be like, I wish it would be Princess Peach right now, like a bit more of a feminine side to it. Like, don't get me wrong, love Mario, he's iconic. But it'd be nice to have like that female character there. And so to have this and to have Peach like saving herself, I love it
I
personally.
get that because, like, in terms of like feeling the character that I am definitely more princess than I am plumber. So, like, this.
That's a good way to
this-
sum it up.
Quotes with Jamie.
That's going on.
The next tile. Like, we've got about 6 different titles for him at this point, but you know.
More princess
It's
than
iconic.
plumber. Certified theatre kid.
That needs to be on a poster or something, or a t-shirt, more princess than plumber. I love that.
Good,
I'd
that.
wear that,
I-
100%.
To be fair, so would I.
It's good stuff.
I think we should get
Mario,
matching
like,
t-shirts.
team, if you're out there,
Yeah.
like,
More princess than
It's
plumber.
the level of detail merch team we need to speak to.
yeah.
We should all get it. Rock it to uni in the class.
I like this as well, how they've kind of kept this almost like 2D view, but they've got like the 3D element of it spinning around.
Yes.
They've kind of mixed it together to kind of make it feel a little bit more varied. So it doesn't feel like a 2D platform.
I feel like the scene makes the scene feel bigger as well, because you've got like
Yes.
more to run around rather than just a stage. You've got like an actual world that you're working through.
It is, yeah. It's really, really cool. So why do you think Peach and Donkey Kong have remained so popular over the years?
I think the character design, personally, like, is a bit of it. Like, it's so iconic. Like, you see the pink dress, you think, oh, Peach, or you see like certain things to do with Donkey Kong. I think they're just so different as well. Like, they're not your average sort of like, I don't want to say like standard characters, but throwing on into the mix, like Kirby, for example, they're not like just a human. Like, they've got something to do with them. Obviously, I know Peach is a human, but she's Princess Peach. You know, there's something added onto that. And I think just they have their own personalities, and Nintendo really drives that. And I think just all of that put together, it just keeps them so iconic.
The flower from Little Shop of
absolutely.
Horrors is attacking them.
What about yourself, Jamie? Have you got anything to add to that?
I think, and this is something that I always point out, is that when you have something that works and people enjoy it, like evolving that and varying that and doing more things with it is usually quite the hit. And obviously the Mario's sort of legacy and content, it doesn't really miss. Like, anyone can pick up a Mario game and play a Mario game. Like, I've played Mario games when I was like, 5 or 6, and I've got a little sister who's, I believe, definitely played a Mario game, and she's 7-8 years younger than me. And my dad has played this game, and my mum has played a Mario game at some point. So I think it's just one of those things that it sort of transcends time as a game idea and like a game premise, and it's just very relatable for a lot of people.
I think it's fair to say they have created quite the empire. When you go into different like shops as well, and you just see tons and tons of merch that are obviously
Yeah.
Mario themed.
I mean, they've got the Super Mario Land as well. In like
Yes.
the giant one that you can go to. I really want to go there.
I do really want to go
So
to that one as
badly.
well. So it's fair to say they found something that worked and totally exploited it in the best possible way.
Yeah.
What a fantastic note to end on. So So with that being said, thanks for joining us, and thanks again to our brilliant guests, Jodie and Jamie. We hope that you've enjoyed getting to know Donkey Kong and Peach a little bit better. Don't forget to check out all our other episodes of Level of Detail on our YouTube channel. And we'd love to hear from you, so get commenting. So with that being said, see you next time.